Hey, shalom, shalom. First of all, we want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle, elder bishop, the great millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. It's a couple brothers from the San Francisco Bay Area camp. I'm brother Khnak.
I'm my brother Chsaba.
Yeah, the spirit allow us to get together, to do a lesson. We pray that the lesson's edifying. This is going to be all impromptu, so we just want to kind of just roll in the spirit. You should already know that we're at the end of the world, the end of Esau's world. Turn this on. And all type of things are happening throughout the earth. Recently, you have the IUIC link up with the Nation of Israel, the Nation of Islam. Well, that's crazy in itself. These groups are showing their hand. They're showing who, pretty much they're being controlled by the left hand side. They took the bag. Okay, you have a war still brewing. That's still on the table. You have the collapse. That's still on the table. You have more people turning against each other, killing each other. All those things are on the table because we're in that time. You got a precept?
I was just holding 2nd Edras 16, but I was
read it.
Okay. This 2nd Edras 16, and should I just start at the top or?
Yeah, start somewhere around the top. Start at the top. Start at the top.
2nd Edras 16 and 1.
Because we're in that time of 2nd Ezra 16 and 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. These things are actually happening. You have those Venezuelans coming up, those Central Americans coming up. Okay, supposedly the ones that are in insane asylums, the ones that are in prisons. All right, they're coming up to America. They're lawless. All right, they got high-powered machine guns, automatic weapons. There's pretty much like a stay away on them. Like, hey, let them do it. Supposedly, they taking over apartment complexes, taking the rent. Some real with the shit that they was doing down there, man. Okay, so this is springing more division amongst the people, especially the Edomite, because he feels he's losing the grip. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 2nd Edras 16 and 1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia."
See, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. And Europe is actually part of Asia. Okay. And what's going on with Europe? You have the same thing that's going on here in America. You have economic downturn. You have people losing their jobs, and also you have an influx of migrants being, leaving their country because of war, because of famine, because of economic downturn, because of the policies of the Red Hebrew Edomite. Okay, inside joke. The Red Hebrew Edomite is pushing. So this is all by design to cause more chaos. Okay, so woe meaning destruction. Go ahead.
It says, "Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry."
Yeah, because all these nations are going to be drawn into this Third World War. None of these nations are going to be exempt from the things that are getting ready to come down on the earth. Remember, the hour of temptation, the time of tempting, is going to come upon the whole world. Okay, the powers that be are going to put laws together. Okay, laws together to basically really force everybody, cause everybody to take this MOTB. And they're all going to be geared towards taking those things. Ishmael's going to take the C-hip. The Quran doesn't tell him not to. Okay, our scriptures tell us not to do that. Okay, yet you have other Israelite groups that have basically sold out. That's going to lead our people the other way. Okay, which ultimately they're not part of the elect. Go ahead.
For your destruction is at hand.
Yeah, your destruction is at hand. We keep sounding the alarm. Okay, so when this destruction comes, you people are going to understand that it's Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, bringing this destruction. All right, and he's foretold of these things before these things have come to pass. Okay, now we are, proclaiming these things openly to the whole world, which Esau is banning our videos. He's shadow banning us. Okay, he doesn't want to put light on this Israelite thing unless he controls the narrative. But regardless, he's being consumed with the spirit of the Lord's mouth. Okay, go ahead.
I had a quick precept.
Go ahead.
Since you said that. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, a thief in the night. to these people. It's not going to come as a thief in the night. Tells you that in 1 Thessalonians 5. How it's not going to come as a thief in the night to us, because we're already watching. We already know what season we're in. We know about the cyber pandemic. We know about more pestilences, coming to America. Different diseases that are going to take hold of certain people. We know about the famine that's going to increase upon the land. Okay, we know about these so-called terrorist attacks, these domestic terrorist attacks and foreign terror attacks. That's going to give the American government more excuse to clamp down and take more of your rights. We understand about the digital currency that's coming and what that whole system, that whole image is leading to. Okay, go ahead.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yeah, the heavens, speaking about the rulership of this earth. Okay, Esau and his rulership, his heaven. Okay, it's going to pass away. Okay, go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, and how are the actual elements? You look at the what is it? The element table. That's what they call it, the element table, where you have a gold, silver, copper, hydrogen, helium, whatever, all the different elements. All those things are going to be melted. What can do that? There's only one thing that can do that, okay, in this realm, and that's the thermonuclear missiles. Okay, this is the latter end of Esau. Okay, and we're literally in the stage in which he's fallen. Go ahead.
Yep. It says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, everything's going to be burned up. It tells you here in Malachi that the Most High Esau is going to build, and he's going to lay that whole land desolate.
Yep.
The very land that we're in right now, this thing is getting ready to be desolate. You're not going to be able to. Oh, there was a Mercedes-Benz emblem that escaped the rubble. You're going to know where the Empire State Building was at. You're going to know where the Statue of Liberty was at. You're going to know where all these different landmarks are at. They're going to be remnants of these different landmarks. Nah, there ain't going to be none of that. There's going to be no people here. Okay, there's going to be no animals here. There's going to be no trees here. Okay, the rivers and the lakes and the streams, they're going to be all sucked dry. Because they're going to be turned into elements. Okay, you burn water. What happens? You turn it into steam. Okay, and you people, we're made up of water. We're made up of elements. Remember Lot's wife? She turned into a pillar of salt. Okay, the Most High pretty much sucked all the salt, the air, the water out of her. Excuse me, and she turned into a pillar of salt. So that's basically what you individuals here that's going to be left in America. You're going to be pillars of salt. You're going to be disintegrated, if you will, in this burning heat. Go ahead.
Yep. And your Israelite leaders should be telling you this. They should be leading you towards, okay, well, it's going to go into it actually. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Break it down.
So we're supposed to be letting our people know the times to come, that Yahweh Shem Shai is about to bring the destruction of America. Okay, and what's going to come before that? The Revelation 13 and 16, which you have Israelite leaders out here that's leading you astray. That's telling you that it's not what, okay, the Spirit has revealed to our elders that it is. Okay, the Charagma.
Well, even other individuals that are not in this truth understand that's what it is, which would make you believe that these big Israelite camps like IUIC, ISUPK, and so on and so forth, they took the bag. There's really no other explanation to that than them actually taking the bag. Okay, and that's just what it is. Okay, but we're here to warn the hopeful elect, which will be the elect, because they're not going to take it. And your congregation is going to get broken up when this thing actually comes. We're going to see if you change your tune, if you will. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, and that holy conversation, it goes into your conduct, and what the Lord requires for Him to receive you is humility, because the scriptures say the Most High resisteth the proud, but He giveth grace unto the humble. So we have to conduct ourselves in humility when following Yahweh Shem Shai, seeing that all these things are going to happen, which really the determining factor is predestination, whether you're part of the elect or not. But nonetheless, there is still a conduct that you have to walk with until we get to that point.
Yeah, you'll find out that you were the elect when you're in the chariot. Now, what were those precautionary steps that led up to the elect being the elect?
That's
Just
right.
like the brother said, it's foreordained, right? But it's foreordained for you to do the right thing.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, we do other things. We have other responsibilities in this world. You know, you got jobs, you got family and shit like that. You got to do extracurriculars, certain things. You know, maybe go watch a movie, but it's all geared towards the hastening of the day. Mm-hmm. The movie that we're watching, we're analyzing it, being critical of it, filtering through the scriptures. Okay, like that movie, Civil War. Mm. Why was the movie Civil War created like that? In a time in which we're in a very delicate, fragile, time in this earth, in which there's actually rumor of civil war here in America, not just here in America, but in different parts of the earth that actually already happened. Okay, because we're in that time. We're in that time in which these things are going to happen. And 2 Edras 16, 2 Edras 15 goes into that. Okay, go ahead.
Wherein the heaven, it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Right, yeah, because we understand all this is getting ready to be dissolved. So what do? Well, we are looking for a new heaven and a new earth, meaning the earth that's going to be refreshed. Okay, the rulership is going to be refreshed, because one nation is in rulership, the other nations are below them. And it's always been like that since the beginning of time. So now the Most High is going to take Esau out, the rest of the nations that have, their little part in it. Not a big part, but they still have a part in it. And the Most High is going to flip that. He's going to translate the kingdom. This is what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. We're looking for the translation of the kingdom. Okay, we're not little be a goddamn professional athlete. And that's really all that Jake inspired to be, is to be some type of entertainer. Because that's really the only way you can make it in this world, is be some type of entertainer or do something illegal. Mm-hmm. Okay? If you want that fame and that glory and that honor, you got to be a basketball star. You got to dribble fucking 1,000 hours, 10,000 hours a fucking week, or whatever it may be, just so you can have the skills. And then you gotta show up. You gotta show out. Okay? And a lot of times you gotta take deals too. Okay, a boxer. You gotta be in the gym hitting the fucking bag. You gotta run 5 miles daily. You gotta wake up at the crack of dawn. Train all goddamn day so you can inherit that corruptible crown. Where you take all that you have to do to get the corruptible crown, and now apply that spiritually. This is what we're doing to receive the incorruptible crown. Okay, so when Yahweh Shai returns back, we receive that prize. We receive that glory, that honor, that fame. Okay. Go ahead. And above all, and that glory, that honor, that fame is never going to be taken away from you. It's never going to be diminished. You're always going to have that high excellency, okay, that high position, okay, that staff of rulership in the kingdom. Okay, go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Right, because the Most High, he promised this to us. Mm-hmm. So we're patiently waiting for the promise to be manifested, and it's actually starting to manifest now. We can actually see that. Well, the Most High said he, after 3 days and a half, the Spirit, he would enter his Spirit back into us. Well, actually, why are we doing this? How did we get these words? Mm-hmm. How do we get this understanding? Like, why are we doing it? We just doing it for no reason. We just cursing Esau out and saying that we're the Israelites for no apparent reason. Nah, because this is the story of Yahweh Bashem Shai playing out. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
It says, last verse, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Yeah, just what we're doing right now, being diligent.
That's right.
Okay, being diligent in the work of the Lord. Okay, well, the scriptures tell you that with 2 Peter 1 and 10. Give diligence to make that calling and election sure. Okay, so again, that predestination yet is determined by what the actual works that the elect were doing.
That's right.
Now, what it tells you in 2 Edras 9th chapter, by works and faith. Okay, so I'll just say it like that. Go ahead.
Back in 2 Edras 16 and verse 3 now.
What is read a little bit more?
A sword is sent unto you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Right, it tells you that in Isaiah the 47th chapter that we would have healed Babylon. I believe it's Isaiah 47 or Jeremiah. We would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed. Okay, we don't got to get it, but I believe it's either Jeremiah.
I think it's Jeremiah.
Yeah, I believe it's Jeremiah 50 or 51. We would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed. Okay, that sword is already sent. The plagues are already sent. The word has already gone out. Look, the Most High can stop this thing right now. Mm-hmm. If it's in His will, because what? The word has already gone out. Okay, the plagues have already been spoken. The destruction of Babylon the Great has already been prophesied. Mm-hmm. So the Lord, He can shut this shit down right now. Okay, and move on to the next phase. Okay, so you don't have a lot of time. You jakes that are bullshitting. Scriptures talk about how you seek the Lord while He may be found, mm-hmm. because there's going to come a time when He ain't going to be found. Okay, the famine of the word. Okay, when you're going to have individuals seeking after this word. Go ahead.
Yep, and the Lord is not slack concerning His promise. The Lord is doing what He's doing, and while the Lord is doing what He's doing, we must do what we need to do, so that we may be found, as we read in 2 Peter's the 3rd chapter, that we may be found, working, diligent, without spot and blameless, because we're doing what we're supposed to do. Verse 5, 2 Edras 16 and 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is He that may drive them away?
Yeah, because you can't stop the plagues of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and Esau, you're confounded, Esau. You're finding out that you're just a low piece of shit that you knew you were. Okay, but it's being manifested. You're being consumed by the Lord's mouth, which is the prophets. Mm-hmm. You can't come against this truth, because it's the truth. And the moment you highlight the truth, now you have to completely control the narrative, but you can't. And what you do, you have this big scheme to drop, to turn the internet off, the control. Go ahead, do that. That's all part of the phase of Yahweh Shema Shai, the story. Okay, that plays into the famine of the word. Turn the shit off. Mm-hmm. Go do the cyber pandemic. Okay, shut down the economy, lock the people down again, allow terrorist attacks, set it all up. Which you got these things working in the midst. We're not ignorant of saying devices. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. So you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. I believe that's 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. Okay? You can do nothing. Basically, everything that you do plays into your end, mm-hmm. and plays into the beginning, the I believe the dawn, right? The dawn, the beginning of Jacob. Mm-hmm. You're out of there. Go ahead.
May any man drive away a hungry lion in the woods, mm-hmm. or may any quench the fire in the stubble? It says, when it hath begun to burn.
Absolutely not. Go ahead.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Yeah,
so when those missiles are shot off, the Lord is just using an analogy. Mm-hmm. If a strong archer shoots an arrow, can you turn back that arrow mid-flight? No, you can't. So that's how the plagues are likened unto this. You can't turn back the plagues. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is He that can drive them away?
Right, the mighty Lord. The mighty Lord, okay? The Lord of Lords. Mm-hmm. Or the King of Kings, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's sending the plague. Who gonna turn the plagues back? Mm-hmm. Could we get ourselves out of slavery? When we was knee deep in slavery, could we get ourselves out? How about right now? Can we make our situation better? Okay, the Lord controls every step. Before you receive a blessing, the Most High cut that blessing off. Okay, a bullet can just be missing you. The Most High can make you lean forward and hit you, mm-hmm. or the bullet can graze your ear like Trump, right? That's psyop. Basically, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, He controls everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, He controls all the heathen that are in the land right now. Them doing them heathenistic practices. All the plots and the schemes, the Lord is right there. All right, He controlling the birds flying, controlling gravity, all that shit. Okay, He's controlling everything. All right, and He's controlling Esau, Edom. All right, the left hand.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The Lord likens His judgments unto a cup. We had to drink of that cup. So now Esau, Edom, your turn to drink of that cup is coming. Remember, Esau used to, when Jacob refused to eat or drink, he'd fucking break Jake's teeth in. and then put that funnel in his mouth and force that shit down. Well, guess what the Lord gonna do? You gonna have to drink of that cup, you know.
And you live a horrible life without teeth, man. You literally can't break down any food. You have to eat nothing but gruel your whole life. So that's how vexed Jake was. But the Lord, he wanted to increase the hell upon Jake. So what do you think, Esau? What do you think? What is that? Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness? I believe it was Isaiah 29 or 26 and 10. Let me read that real quick.
Okay.
Isaiah, I believe it's 26. Bear with me. Right, Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of the upright will he deal unjustly, which is the holy land, which he's greatly dealing unjustly. He's greatly offending, right? It will not behold the majesty of the Lord, right? He won't behold the way that the Heavenly Father wants you to act on the earth. Well, you said that you are the chosen people. That's what you said. Mm-hmm. So wouldn't you conduct yourself like the chosen people? Do you not read in the scriptures how the Most High jacked up Israel for doing the wrong thing, and you completely going left? So you were at no point in time are you beholding the majesty of the Lord. You giving the Heavenly Father reverence, and you know His name. Okay, you giving the Heavenly Father reverence for everything created, everything that's going on. You say that science, this is science. You say that you created it. These damn devils saying they don't need the Most High. We have our technology. Mm-hmm. The Lord hit us with a drought. Well, we can suck out water from the ocean. We have technology to make water. That's how proud these individuals are. Okay,
wasn't it Yuval Harari that said that?
That was him. That was him. Yahweh Baal. Okay, Yahweh Baal in the Hebrew. Okay, which was one of the descendants of Cain.
Damn.
Which just shows you that that's that left hand side. Okay, these are the same spirits coming back. Okay, and you're being exposed. Go ahead. We'll read a couple more there.
He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
Yeah, those lightnings when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's gonna hit you with them lightning bolts. Okay, that basically that focus fire, those laser beams. Mm-hmm. When those ships come and those laser beams start zapping motherfuckers, you're not gonna have anything. You're not gonna have anything for that. You're not gonna be able to block them. You're not gonna be able to escape. Right? You're not gonna be able to dodge them. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get zapped, and people are gonna be afraid. Go ahead.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not utterly be beaten to powder at His presence?
Right. So we're threatening you right now. Okay, we're threatening pretty much the whole world, and and only the elect are coming into the fear of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Everybody else is nonchalantly basically calling bullshit on this God, this so-called God's gonna say this, say that. He ain't gonna do shit. That's why when it comes as a thief of the night, they're gonna be overtaken. Mm-hmm. Okay, in anguish. Okay, mental and physical pain, basically. Okay, your mind is going to be tormented. You're gonna dwell in torments. Okay, go ahead.
The earth quaketh in the foundations thereof.
Yeah, because when those missiles hit, it's going to cause a great earthquake, tsunamis. Okay, basically the great earthquake. Okay, the earth is going to move itself. The earth is going to terraform. New land is going to be established. Other land is going to be destroyed. Sink. Okay, different islands are going to sink. Different islands are going to come together. It's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard man. A lot of people are going to die because of the aftermath of the nuclear missiles hitting America. Go ahead.
The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep.
See, them big ass waves. And these are waves that are gonna be taller than the biggest buildings known to man. They're gonna overtake actual mountains. Mount Everest. A wave bigger than Mount Everest. What the fuck you gonna do? Where you gonna escape? A wave bigger than Mount Everest. A little wave knock your ass and toss you to and fro. A little wave. You've been out there in the ocean. You on the coast. You just got them little baby waves. Mm-hmm. That shit will boom. You flipping. So how much more a wave bigger than the Empire State Building? A wave 20 feet high, 100 feet high, a mile high. Hey man, and Leviathan's there too. He's mad. He's upset. Go ahead.
And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power.
Mm-hmm.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Right, because his right hand is doing all. His right hand is going to destroy all this. Okay, which represents Yahweh Shai, all right, and the mighty angels, as well as, the elect teachers down here as well. They're all part of that army. Mm-hmm. Okay, you have the weapons of his indignation. That's an army as well, the nuclear missiles. Okay, go ahead.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
The Most High is shooting arrows. Mm-hmm. Not these other nations. These other nations, those are the Heavenly Father's weapons. Okay? That's why these weapons are not, being shot just willy-nilly, because they're being saved, they're being preserved for a particular time. Okay, and that time is the time of World War III. Mm-hmm. Okay, the height of Jacob's trouble. That's it, man. Once World War III happens, the MOTB happens, World War III happens, that's it, we're out of here. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and then a sharp arrow is able to penetrate, so when those missiles are sent, they're not going to defect. Those nuclear warheads, they're not going to defect. They've been created for a purpose, and they will fulfill their purpose, which is to destroy America.
That's it.
It says, and they shall not miss.
And they shall not miss. So everyone is going to hit their target. Boom, boom, boom. Each of those missiles are going to be guided spiritually to a destination. Mm-hmm. And they're going to hit. They're not going to break rank. They're not going to fall upon themselves. They're going to be successful. Each arrow is going to be successful, like a marksman that hits that mark. Boom. The one down the middle, I believe that's the 10. The red. Mm-hmm. Boom. That's 10 is going to be, each one is going to hit it perfectly. Okay, all for the destruction of you people here in Babylon the Great, in the taking down of the Edomites. Okay, go ahead.
And shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and they shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
What? Okay, yeah, verse 14. Read that again.
Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
So we were just reading earlier about the bow, mm-hmm. about a lion. Who can turn a lion back? Who can turn a strong archer after they shot the air? Who can turn that back? So now the Lord's saying, hey, look, these plagues are sent. Nobody's going to be able to turn these plagues. Nobody's going to be able to turn these plagues back. Mm-hmm. Mind you, these are all visions that the prophet Ezra is seeing. He's seeing the destruction. He's seeing the lightning bolts. He's seeing the devastation. Okay, he's seeing every missile hitting their mark. Mm-hmm. No arrow being unsuccessful. Right? Everything's 100% on point. He's seeing that. Okay, and he's writing this down in a book. Okay, well, you go into 2 Edras 15, it says write these words, write these prophecies down. Okay, in a book. This is the book that we're reading. Okay, we got it digitally on the phone. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Well, yeah, how I even said it. Luke, let me get that real quick. Luke 12 and 49. Okay, Luke 12. All right, and 49. Let's look at that in the NLT. Okay, give me a second. Luke 12 and 49. I have come to set the world on fire. This is all red letter. And I wish it were already burning. It's already kindling. The kindling is, let's go to the King James. Let's go to the NIV. Let's just see that NIV. I have come to bring fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. Right, and because it is already kindled. Okay, we're at the end where in which it wasn't kindled back then. Okay, now it's kindled now. Mm-hmm. All the nations are pretty much in their position. Okay, boom, you're gonna get the news on the information on the news. Some big shit that's gonna affect. See, what these Babylonians they don't consider is things around the world affect them, but they've been living so carelessly that things have been happening around the world and they really haven't been affected by these things. But you're getting ready to be truly affected by the different things that are happening around the earth. Okay, they're gonna soon confront you. Okay, a little bit more.
It's verse 16, 2 Edras 16 and 16. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues shall be sent upon earth, shall not return again.
That's plain. We don't have to break that down. Continue.
Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, because Edras, he's actually in like what do they call it? A telegram? Well, not a telegram.
I forget the word.
It's escaping me. But a hologram. He's like in a hologram. He's in like an altered reality. He's actually seeing. He's there, but he's feeling. He's feeling, experiencing. He can feel the air. He can feel the earth rocking too. He's like, man, who the hell is going to deliver me? I'm done. That's how terrible the vision. And Ezra was pretty much told that he was going to be delivered. So that had to be a terrible, terrible sighting. Okay, go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
See, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. Go ahead.
The beginning of famine and great death.
This is where we're at. It's going to come upon you suddenly, and you're going to know that, hey, we told you about it. Now that when you knee deep in it and you have nobody to help you, now you understand the fear of the Lord. This is how you're going to understand the fear of the Lord. Okay, the men of the Lord are now preparing the rest of the elect. All right, giving them the fear of the Lord. Okay, the things written the fourth time were written for our learning. Okay, showing you that the Most High is not playing. Okay, so you could take heed now, or you could take heed later and be knee deep in that. I don't want to be near shit. That's a fearful thing. Go ahead.
The beginning of wars.
Right, because if you read these scriptures, and you have understanding and faith, and you would take this serious. You would take these words serious. You will understand that these words are living. This is just not a word in words in a book that a man wrote. Well, you have that amongst our people. The Bible, a man wrote that Bible. So when they actually read the scriptures, they like to take out things that are, make their heart flutter and that are nice, the nice part of the scriptures. But when things like this in the scripture, they disregard these things. They don't feel that the Most High would do something like this. He would destroy billions of people in one event. But then they don't consider, the scriptures tell you in Peter's how they were willingly ignorant. How the earth standing in the water and out of the water, basically the flood, okay? The flood came in and destroyed them all, okay? A lot destroyed those 5 cities. They don't even consider those things, which shows you that the Most High has blinded their minds. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they're in a deep sleep. It says, the beginning of wars.
Wars, are we not in the beginning of wars? Go ahead.
And the powers shall stand in fear.
Yeah, Esau, Edom, the powers, the heathen nation, they're going to be afraid. Okay, go ahead.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Read a little bit more.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, you should, correction, basically. Go ahead.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Yeah, because these individuals are doubled down on their wickedness. They have not considered that, the Most High is jacking them up for these things. They're totally destitute of wisdom, knowledge. Well, basically, they have no fear of the Lord. All right, so they don't even consider these things. Go ahead.
Nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Go ahead.
Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Continue.
For many of them that dwell...
So you see that sword, famine, and great confusion. Isn't that what's actually happening? Okay. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That word cold in the Greek is psychos. Mean to be mentally unstable. Okay. Psychotic. Multiple personality disorders. Okay. People that should be really put down. People that should be really in the spiritual world are on the earth. Well, you got spirits created for vengeance. This is why they're here. A lot of these spirits are here to wait on that call. Whether it's pushing somebody off the train, whether it's hacking somebody up with a hatchet, whether it's going on a shooting spree, whether all type of shit, chopping off heads, graping, and then chopping it. Those are the things that actually happen in this earth. Okay, go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
We'll finish off here. Go ahead.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
See? Many shall, read that again.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
See that? You got anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Hey man, so we're in that time, you know. You know, you got to get serious. You got to stay diligent. You got to get out there. All right, continue to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, because that's literally our only hope. Okay, and we're gonna soon experience His salvation if we stay diligent. Okay, in the work of the Lord. So until next time, shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect.